I am José de Sousa and I am the special one.
4-12! José de Sousa!
He knows what he can achieve and does!
He is a former top 10 player and was the first Portuguese player to win a major title. His extraordinary style of play fascinated fans and the media and earned him the nickname the Special One. But after his incredible success, he seems to be struggling to find his form again. This is the downfall of José de Sousa. José de Sousa started playing darts in the early 1990s and dominated the small Portuguese soft-tip darts scene in regional tournaments. By his own account, he won 54 titles there. He made his first international appearance in 2011 when he qualified for the PDC World Darts Championship 2012 via the Western European qualifier. However, he was eliminated in the preliminary round against South African Devon Peterson. After narrowly missing out in the final round in 2017, he was able to secure a tour card 2 years later in 2019. During this time, de Sousa worked as a kitchen builder to make ends meet.
I make kitchens. Last year I was working in kitchens, and in July I have to put my work outside and start to dedicate 100% to the darts, because now it's my job.
In his very first year on the tour, he made a name for himself with very good results. He lost to James Wade in the final of the Players' Championship 18, but then won his first professional title in his debut season at the Players' Championship 23. He confirmed this good result a month later with a second victory at Players' Championship 28, and also reached a quarter-final in front of TV cameras at the European Tour in Denmark. He ended the year as number 61 in the world, but his big breakthrough was yet to come. In the coronavirus year of 2020, in which many players struggled to cope with the unusual circumstances, de Sousa blossomed. Thanks to his good results from the previous year, he qualified for many of the major tournaments such as the World Match Play, the World Grand Prix, and the European Championships for the first time. In addition, he was allowed to represent Portugal for the first time at the World Cup of Darts together with his compatriot José Marques, due to a cancellation by Singapore. However, his undoubted biggest success this year was winning the Grand Slam of Darts. He defeated James Wade in the final to become the first Portuguese major winner in darts history.
That is astonishing! Absolutely incredible! He's in tears! José de Sousa wins the Grand Slam of Darts! He's the special one, and he's won a special one!
And I am the special one.
À portuguesa, ganda Zé de Sousa, já me roubaste o Special One, mas fico muito contente que assim seja. Não é muito normal aquilo que tu fizeste.
A few weeks earlier, he also won the European Tour. At the subsequent 2021 World Championship, he lost to Mervyn King in the third round despite a good performance. After the World Championship final, the participants in the upcoming Premier League darts season were announced, as was customary at the time, and de Sousa received one of the few wildcards. The season once again went very well for the Portuguese, who has since been dubbed the Special One by the media in reference to Portuguese football coach José Mourinho. However, de Sousa's performances were also special. At major tournaments, he repeatedly showed unusual checkout moves or miscalculated time and again. This led to his cult status among fans.
I mean, this is just exactly what we were talking about. Absolutely personified, absolutely indicative of what we were saying.
He was one of the dominant players in the Players' Championship season on the floor this year and won 3 tournaments. At the Premier League, he threw a 9-darter in front of the cameras and reached the final, which he lost to Johnny Clayton. after 2 more major quarter-final appearances at the European Championship and the Players' Championship finals, he finished the year ranked number 7 in the world. From 2022 onwards, however, the Portuguese player's results slowly began to weaken. For the first time since winning his tour card, he was unable to win a single tournament. His best results were 2 semi-finals on the European Tour and 1 semi-final at the Masters. His average for the year also fell by almost 3 points from 97.41 to 94.47, and at the end of the year he slipped out of the top 10 in the world rankings. This negative trend continued drastically in 2023. His average for the year fell again to 93.04 points this time, and he finished in the first or second round at almost all major tournaments. The only highlight was a lost final at the Players' Championships in April. These consistently poor results meant that De Sousa slipped out of the world's top 16 and was therefore no longer qualified for many of the major tournaments in 2024. The rest of the 2024 season was even more disappointing than the previous one. On the European Tour, he only reached the second round once in 8 appearances and lost all of his other 7 matches. For the first time since 2018, he did not qualify for either the World Match Play or the World Grand Prix. As things stand at the moment, he is not even qualified for the upcoming PDC World Championship. This would make him the highest ranked player in the world rankings not to take part in the World Championship, and the first time since 2018 that he will not be at the World Championship. A look at the statistics also shows that his performance continues to decline. So far, De Sousa has an annual average of 90.15 points, which represents a further drop of almost 3 points compared to the previous year. Is this the end of the Special One's career? In his performances, the unconventional Portuguese sometimes appears unmotivated and listless. If this downward trend, which has been alarming for almost 3 years, continues, De Sousa may even lose his tour card next year. What do you think? Will De Sousa come back, or is the Portuguese's career numbered? Let us know in the comments.
I think José is a good player, but he makes too many mistakes. He's like a rookie, do you know what I mean?
Am I there? You mean obviously going for tops on the 80 left when he could have broken you there?
I agree with him, but I think he's more clever than that, you know what I mean? At the beginning, everyone was laughing about it because his scouting wasn't that good, but now he does it on purpose, try to be Mr. Big Bollocks, and it didn't work. You know what I mean?